Hola. I usually don't do this, but chill. I have not done bold shadow in a long time. I've done it on my clients, but for me, I've been more into natural looks, and so yeah, I just ain't been doing it. But tonight, I'm gonna get into it. Just getting all my stuff on my makeup case. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Alright, first I'm gonna do this. 24-hour brow setter. Yeah. So I'm gonna do first. I don't know where my handheld mirror at, but this is ridiculous. Oh, I'm using Benefit Cosmetics brow setter. And then I'm going to use the brow wax, also by Benefits Cosmetic. And then I'm gonna go in with my brow, Build Brow pen from Maybelline. I love this pen. Hey. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I'm not, let me see. I was trying to move the camera closer. Oh, there we go. Okay. Is that better? Before I tried to do it with one hand, so that's why I didn't zoom in, but now I know. Yeah, because I was trying to do it with one hand. So yes, I'm just using this pencil to draw my outline. That's much better. And this is a brow pen. So and it's by Maybelline. You can get it from Ulta, like for like, I don't know how much money I spent on this. I don't think it was a lot though. And just gonna do the same thing for this brow. Thank you. Oh yeah, I love this thing. People think you gotta spend a whole bunch of money on products, and most of them you do not. No, so this brow, like this brow pen that I'm using, this I think was like $14. Nine, between 9 and 14. It might be like 7 to be honest, but I got it from Ulta, and Ulta sells like all products and inexpensive ones, which is why I prefer to shop at Ulta versus Sephora, because I feel like Sephora products are more expensive, and Ulta also has the best reward credit card. So I think it's like, it's probably between $7 and $14. It might be cheaper than that. And if you go to Rite Aid, you probably, because it's Maybelline, so they probably sell it at Rite Aid, so you probably can get it for like $9. Yeah, well, I'll feel inside. It's just that when I'm using like this, I always feel later. Like it's not a big deal for me to do it right away. I had, oh, look at this. Because we are doing colored shadow, I'm actually going to use a light outline for my to conceal my under eye. I'm going to use this. Oh, this is, I can look in here actually. I'm doing this. So I'm just using the concealer. This is Cool Tan. That's the one I'm going to be using. Pray for me. And so I'm actually going to be using this light shade for here, but then I'm going to go with like a darker shade in the front. I need to shave my eyebrows again. I'm going to use my mocha shade actually. No, don't shave. It's not like so like when you do concealer, it's like little hairs that be right there, and it can be too much. It's like little hairs you can see through the concealer. So the first thing I'm going to do is clean up this one, because as you can see there is a difference here. For some reason when I do this brow, it's harder. I don't know why. And then I'm going to use the darker shade to go over top as well. Okay, now we got them closer together. They're looking like cousins. All right. Okay, getting somewhere. What we thinking? And I haven't filled my brows in yet either. This is just the outline that I did for them. So we're not even filled in yet. But I might be able to keep it like this. I love when the brows just act right. I loved it for me. But what I'm using, I know some Rue, I think that's your name. But you were asking about expensive products. This is what I use on my under eye for the lighter part, the concealer, and they have it in all shades. This you can get from the beauty supply store for like $3.99 or $4.99. So this is what I mean when I say you can get a good product that's not expensive and you still are saving money. We love that. We love to save money on good products, but this, the girls always eat this up. There are celebrity makeup artists that still use this. That's all I'm saying. It's okay that you don't speak English. Make sure you go subscribe. Thank you. So, yeah. Just wanna. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Okay. See. Okay. So I'm going to blend this out. We want to blend this out. Once I find something to blend it out with it. Child. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. So I'm going to use this brush and I'm going to use this brush to blend it out. Yeah. No speak Espanol. Alright, so I'm going to blend this out. And as you can see, I am not swiping. I'm just tapping. That's all I'm doing is tapping. You don't need to swipe. When you swipe, you move the product everywhere, and we don't want that. See? And if you are not yet subscribed, make sure you go subscribe and support my channel. These are the brows. What y'all thinking? Very cute. And again, I have not even filled my brows in yet. I literally did the outline. If you have been here from the beginning, you'll see how I did the outline. And that's it. Now, I'm not really going to fill them in because I do like how they look right now. I want to make that sharper. So I want to make that sharper. So that's what I did. While also getting concealer on my hand because I'm clumsy. Just a little bit. Let me try to get that off. Don't want that on my hand. someone. Look at that. Okay, so now we are about to start getting into the color. And to be honest, I don't know. I have a couple palettes here that I do want to use, so I'll let y'all be the judge. But I have this nude persuasion palette from what's the name, Beauty by Melissa brand. She's a makeup artist in New York, and it's called Be Bolive Butte. And so this palette comes like this, which I love, by the way, but it's like this. So I can use this for my base, but then if I use that for my base, the pink in the palette is very, very cutesy, very cute. Let's see what we got here. Ugh, I'm trying to get these palettes, y'all, my bad. So we have this palette here by Morphe, and these are the colors that are currently in here, which are okay. Like, I love the blues in here and the purples, but like nothing is really screaming at me. So unless I do the blue, I feel like you can't go wrong with blue. Blue's always fire, especially on my dark skin. Then we have this one. I want to see if it's this one is fire. So I'm thinking I'll probably do this one. Yeah. I'll probably do this one. So it'll be these two. I'm gonna put this one back. Now I have to get me some eyeshadow base. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I would say right here. That's more than two. Leave. Okay. Okay. Like, now I know what my clients feel when they get up in the shit, because god dang. Alright. Ooh, ooh. Alright, so we about to get started on the eyeshadow. I did get some eyeshadow base. The eyeshadow base that I have today are from the P. Louise brand. And this is, what's the shade? This is Rumor 0. And then this one is Rumor 5. Now, because I have darker skin, the Rumor 5 is probably gonna be just fine with this look. You feel me? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I really feel like, I think I'm gonna mix them to make it lighter. I don't want it white, so I'm not going for that. So this is already white. See, this shows up white. And then this one is like light tan. So I'm just gonna mix those together and everybody's happy. Off in the mirror like boo. Okay, and this is the color we get when we mix them. So it's not white, but it's like a really light tan. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. This is going to be fun. All right. I'm just putting stuff down. So I'm going to start my base. I'm going to put that all over my eye. Okay. So we have our base. We're just going to, what I like to do is let it sit for a few. Or if you have a fan, you can kind of dry it down a little bit with the fan. Now this is P. Louise, so it is going to dry faster than a regular concealer. So right now I'm setting that in, and right now I'm drying it down a little bit, but then I'm gonna pat it in. And the reason I'm using a lighter base is because the lighter base shows up better, helps the color show up better. So whenever you are doing like vibrant eyeshadows, or even if you're doing darker ones, it really don't matter. It'll always make the color pop more than if you do eyeshadow or concealer or base that's your skin color or darker. I'm coming straight up about that bird. Now, I typically use a slanted brush for this part. I used to love these round ones, but even doing it on myself, it's not like, it's so hard. Like, and I'm heavy-handed. So, yeah, hard brushes just don't go together. We just don't go together. Okay. So now you have your base blended out, and you are going to go in with that first shade, child. And if you are new here, make sure you go subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Support, support. So I'm going to be using the Beauty by Melissa palette, the new Persuasion palette, and the color that I'm going to be using. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm actually going to go in with the mocha color right here to start. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna go in with this to start. And I love the fact that this actually comes with a mirror on it, so it's easier for me to do it and show you what I'm doing. Woo! Y'all see that? So I'm just putting that all over the eye. I did not bring my tripod in here, honey. Honey! Honey! Can you come here? Come straight about that bird. Can you go to my car in my trunk? It should be a tripod in there. It was all my makeup stuff. My trunk is a mess, but you already know that. But it's a tripod in there. Do one for my camera. All right. Thanks. And I'm really going in with that. like brilliant. Okay, so this is the base of what I am doing. This is the first color. The first the first color matters. And then what you want to do is, before you go into the next eye, you want to just reblend that base out just to make sure there's no creasing, because your eyes, because they go up like this, they are going to naturally crease. So you just need to make sure you're blending it back out. All right. Is that my jacket?
I think it is. It smells like
I got you. You're off.
I didn't realize when I grabbed
Can you,
it.
all right, so can you screw that on the top, please?
How much you paying me for this work?
Love.
I'll let you do your thing. But just know.
Just know what?
Collection day coming.
Whatever. This your repayment for using all my goddamn milk. All right.
Bye.
Hand it to me. Don't turn it on, Mr. Photographer. Hold on, let me see. And then like this. Okay. All right, so I just need you to place, first we're gonna turn this like this. All right, and then just, you know, place it on. And then I need you to put it right there in the middle, please. Over.
This one?
Hold on. Like right here. See? Let's see. I think that's not, yeah, that's good. I'll fix it if I need to. Just turn the switch off for me, please. All right, thanks. Sorry, y'all. I had to set my camera up. Okay. So I have my base for both eyes set. I'm gonna go in here. A little bit more. There you go. So I have my base for both eyes set. Then I'm going to go in with a darker shade in the actual crease. So so this really thin brush here, I'm gonna tap it into the cafe color here, and I'm gonna put it in my crease line. Okay. Okay. So now we have our color and our crease. And so the reason you want to do this is because when you cut the crease, you'll see the deep line here. You'll see the deep line. So you want to make sure that you have a darker color or transition color to help when you cut that crease, because you don't, when this is my personal opinion, when you cut a crease and, like, let's just say I would have had that light color and I cut the crease, it just wouldn't have looked, it wouldn't have ate, like it wouldn't have looked like how it's supposed to look, sharp. So if that's what you're going for, you want to make sure you're cutting that crease. Now you could do this one or two ways. You can take some makeup remover and cut the crease and then put the base on there, so that way it'll actually, I don't know, I don't want to say stick better, but essentially, or you can cut the crease where it's at and then just blend it in. If you're going to use different shades, sometimes it honestly really doesn't matter, but I know some people prefer to use makeup remover to cut the crease first and then go in with the base. The only thing with that is that maybe it's me not getting all the product off, but if you don't get all the product off, it's still not gonna stick. So yeah, so I'm gonna cut my crease. Carefully. Okay. All right. So we got our crease cut for the most part. I'm sorry I'm laughing y'all, but like it's been a minute since I have done this. And I think it's funny because I'm like trying to figure out what encouraged me to do this tonight. But whatever. Not like what encouraged me, but we here. All right, so we got that. We got that done. But now you gotta blend it out. I'm gonna let it dry down a little before I blend it out. Oh, I need to stretch. Do you want to make sure that we get the brows dry down? So far, so good though. I'm excited to see what we're gonna make of this. If you are new here, make sure you go subscribe if you are not already subscribed. I need to start doing this on the weekends. I'm gonna get that fan and I'm just going to help. Silly of me to think that I never. Alrighty there. So now we're just gonna blend that out. Okay. Sometimes. And we're going to pull out the palette. The brows. Alright. So, what I am doing here, I have a burgundy. I have a dark purple, a burgundy. And I have this pink here. And I'm probably going to go in it with a really light pink. We're going to use what we have right now. So I'm going to take the darker brown, kind of like what I have in my cut crease. And I'm going to go in with that. So let me put this right here. That way I can see. And then I'm going to go in with that lighter. And whenever you're doing like an eyeshadow look or a cut crease, you're doing multiple colors, you do want to make sure you go back in with that, with each shade and blend it into each other. So that way it don't look crazy, like you just piled hella colors on top. Like we not doing it. Okay. Now I do have this pink shade, and it is a darker pink, So I'm going to put that in the corner. I might go in with another pink. I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll see. Let's see. The only reason we might go in with a lighter pink is because this is kind of like neon-y. I don't know if that's a word, but it's okay. And so it kind of blends in with the red. So we might do one more pink. You see me dragging that out, it's just because I don't want, like, I'm trying to get as close to my crease as possible. By this time you would have lost your crease line, so you will have to go back in with the shade you used in your crease to darken it up. And then I'm gonna go with another pink. I just don't know what pink I want to do, so let me see what we got. I'm not gonna lie, like, some of Juvia's Lace palettes be deceiving because it'll have a color on the front of the box, so you think that color is gonna be in there. That color will not be in there. So we have, that's because I was running my mouth. So we do have some pinks here, so I'm gonna go on with one of these. Which one? Why is so hard? This is pink, but it's like, let's see. It's not really like showing, well, it's like showing up, but not. Okay, so all my palettes just gonna fall. Cool. So I think what I'll do is do the thing you don't want to do the most, which is go in. I'm gonna go in with a lighter pink. It's gonna be in the very corner, so I need to get another thin brush. So it's probably gonna be this one. I'm gonna do this one. I'll blend it out, y'all, don't worry. Okay. So we got that together. Now I'm going to go back in with all those other colors. We use the flat brush. I even use this. Oh. And now we're going to go back into that crease with that darker brown. Because when you are doing this, your colors are going to get lost. And it's your job to bring it back. Okay. All right, so now we have that done. Oops, let me get my liner. Oh. God dang. Chill. So we are going to draw our wing liner at this point. I don't do a lot of wing liners, so we definitely gonna be praying and lining. Okay. All right. So, I'll put these right here. Right there. So a lot of people don't understand that once you do the eyes, everything else is pretty much a breeze. That's why I want to start on the eyes first. Usually I use my Refine primer, but today, since this is what's right in front of me, we are going to use the e.l.f. primer. The e.l.f. primer, let me zoom out. This e.l.f. primer, it's like $10. You can get it from Ulta, and it is the dupe for the Pro Grip primer you would get from Sephora. That's really expensive, and to be honest, a lot of people don't have money to get that. Like, when I went to, I've never bought the one from Sephora. However, I went to Sephora, when was that? I went to Sephora on, it was sometime last week. I went to Sephora, and it was $45, and I said, absolutely the fuck not. And then I'm also going to use the e.l.f. This is the Halo Glow Liquid Filler Foundation by e.l.f. This is also like $10 or $14. Very inexpensive, very good. If you are, I recommend this product if you have dry skin, because this product, let me see. It's supposed to be hydrating for the skin. So if you have dry skin, I would recommend this brand foundation, because it's hydrating to the skin. And so with me, I actually have oily skin or oily to dry skin. It depends on the season, whatever. But the one thing I didn't notice, or the one thing that I do like, is I still like my foundation to look dewy. I don't care for the dry look. I'm just spraying my face with the Morphe setting spray. But I don't really care for the dry look. I don't like it. I don't know. That's that. And not to say I don't like it. I do like it. But matte looks, I feel like, are meant to be done if you're going out. Like you're going to a club. You're maybe whatever. But dewy looks, I feel like, are meant to be worn either every day or when you're in a classy setting or whatever like that. I don't like matte all the time. So I actually like this one. So I'm just going to pat this into my face. And this is a slanted brush. It's a Pro Foundation brush. I believe that Morphe has one of these. I didn't get mine from Morphe, but it doesn't have, oh, it says Sephora. I didn't get mine's, I got mine's wholesale, so it's not going to be like the exact same. But slanted foundation brushes, I feel like you can't go wrong with. You want to, the crazy thing about this look is I'm about to do this whole face and literally take it off when we get off live. It's okay though. All right. Now that I have my foundation on, I am going to go in, you know, I'm going to go in, what color is this one? I'm gonna go with my Mocha concealer from Hourglass. This is just to start. I have two of these. One might have been for, whatever. I forgot to do my chin. If you are new here, just make sure you go hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate your support. Make sure you go subscribe, like, comment, do something. Ain't nobody talking no more. Y'all was talking in the beginning. I got quiet too. I was focused. And I'm using the same brush I used to blend out my concealer. I mean my foundation I'm using to blend out my concealer. That way everything meshes together very well, mixes together, emulsifies, whatever term you want to use, together. And then what you want to do is go in with your liquid blush. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know what y'all do. I'm gonna go with my liquid blush. Yeah. Period. And I'm going to blend that out. And I'm using a brush. This is the Morphe brush, A58. It's literally used to blend out liquid blush. Okay. Alrighty. Now, because we still want to do the dramatics a little bit. So, I moved out my blush. I know where I put it so, let me get my, why do I keep doing it? I keep putting my hand in a day with concealer. I don't understand. All right, so now that I've done that, I'm gonna go in with the lighter concealer I used earlier. I'm gonna put it right here. We're gonna blend that out. Now with this one, I am gonna let it sit for a couple seconds. This is, we're letting it soak in. We're letting it get in there. So I'm gonna let that sit for a couple of seconds. I'm gonna just chill here. Okay. Enough is enough. That's what we have the fan for. Okay. Now this is the part I love. I'm actually gonna use our sponge friend here to set my, blend my concealer out. I'm gonna use the same brush to set my under eye, because I can do that. I love a good it was this video, this girl was like, when you blend it out, like when you blend your makeup out on live and you be like this, trying to be all cool, but when it's just you, you be like, yeah, no, this is the real. What we thinking? All right, so now that that's done, we are going to go in with a little bronzer. I have my brush here. I'm actually going to use the LYS foundation stick, but it's in a darker shade. I just started using this or doing this, but I only do it on me. I don't do it on my clients until I get comfortable enough to be trying stuff like this on my clients. I will be doing it. Okay. I'm about to turn my camera on. See. Okay. So I'm going to blend out the contour on my chin. Here. On my forehead. Okay. And then we're gonna get into setting the face. What I got in here? What I got in here? One size. Okay. Thanks. He got some big ears. He gave me away from in there. Alright, so first I'm gonna blend out my chin. Or put powder on my chin. Let me slide this up so y'all can really see me. I just wanna blend out. Before you apply powder to your under eye, you do want to make sure you go back in and blend it out to make sure it's not already creasing, and if it is, you want to make sure you set it. Because I had like a couple people ask me, how you get your under eye to not crease? Let me tell you something. We are not makeup superheroes. And if you want to be a aspiring makeup artist, you won't be either. But let me tell you this. There are tricks and tips to delay creasing, but there's nothing that's going to stop it, honey. Like, your face, your under eye naturally creases. Like, I feel like when people say, how do you get your under eye not to crease, but it creases on its own? That's like saying how you get the top of your eyelid not to crease. Baby, that's how your eyes came. It ain't nothing nobody can do about that. Accept it for what it is. I done got powder down here running my damn mouth. But I really want y'all to, like, really take that in, understand that. Like, nobody can make your creases go away. If somebody said, book with me, no creases, I'll tell y'all they a lie. They a lie. And the truth really ain't in them. Okay. Now that we got that done and done, we are going to... Well, first I'm going to go in with my powder contour. Somebody first. Or bronzer. Whatever you want to call it. A bronzer. And I'm going to... I hit my forehead with the cream. But now we still need to go with the powder. So that's what I'm doing here. Going over that with the powder, baby. It's gonna make it stick. It's gonna make it set in place, honey. Okay. Then I'm gonna go in with my bronzer from Juvia's Place. This is what I'm using. I'll go in with this shade here. Okay, I have that one. And then I am going to also, I have some red, I haven't used this in forever. But this was I'm actually about to use my grandmother's blush. She passed away. And I got some of her makeup stuff. So I'm just using that. Because why not? I love her. Okay. And then I'm just going in with some translucent powder from One Size the Same pink powder. And I'm going to set we are going to set we'll set that in. Okay. Then if you know me, you also know that I'm gonna do this for y'all, but I am allergic to latex. And I don't know if it's latex specifically. I don't know if it's latex specifically because whenever I put on lashes or use I think it's the lash glue though, it like make my eyes puff up real bad. But I'm gonna put it over top of the liner. Kinda sorta. Because in the front, the line is not right there. Now the good thing is I'm taking this off right after the live, so it's not gonna be on long enough to really irritate my eye. And then my wing here is starting to fade, so I'll go back in with that. Or I might just leave it the way it is because it's about to come off anyway. Alright, so I'm going to use these lashes I got from Amazon. Yes, Amazon. Damn. Dang. One thing to know about me, I buy my lashes in bulk all the time. I just do. I feel like it's necessary, especially when you do makeup. Why wouldn't you? Alright, so it looked like the last glue is dried here. So I'm just going, I should be able to just stick it on. Period. Okay. Now I'm going to use the Juvia's Place lip pencil. And I'm going to use Beauty by Melissa's lipstick. And I think I want something a little darker. So I'm going to go over top of that with the Navista lip gloss too. Okay. And then I'm going to go over it with some lip gloss. And honestly, y'all, I don't know why I'm feeling like doing some color under my under eye, just to give it a little bit more of a, like, little pop. I might just do some more of that. We'll see. But I probably am gonna do it now for the sake of the video. Oh, look at that goddamn lip. You can't tell me a motherfucking thing. Alright. Let me stop cussing. It's just that I get excited. And stuff come out the way I want it to. Or, alright. Where's the brush? Where is the brush? That's crazy. What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? What's it giving? Okay. There we go. Alright. So then I'm gonna go in with my limited edition. Ooh. Lancome palette. My mother-in-law actually got me this. It's so good. I've had it for forever. A long time. Period. You know, black people. Alright. I have my blush. I'm at my highlighter. And so the last thing I'm gonna do before I end this live is I am actually going to Lord, 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 Lord. I'm gonna go in with my one size and I'm going to contour right here in my nose because I did not do that. I didn't forget. I was purposely saving it to the end. But we're here now. It's harsh right now, y'all, but it's gonna be okay. Maybe. And I'm going to go back in with the highlighter, but this time I'm going to put it in the bridge of my nose. done. Wow. Hold on, wait, they ain't told me my corner lash was coming up, y'all. There you go. Now I'm all done. Whew. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I hope that you like this video. And I'm gonna try to do this a few times out the week. We'll see. But if there are some looks you would like to see, all you have to do is comment down below. Tell me what look you want me to do next, and it will be done. Some things are harder than others, but we'll still sit here and try to get it done together. Good night.